Howdy folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT.com once again. Have a really cool release to talk about today. I'm excited to review this one because this is a really great movie. We've reviewed it one other time before on the show, about 10 years ago I think, so it's been a while. This is the spaghetti western classic. A lot of people say it's the definitive spaghetti western. It is Django. I'm sure you've heard the name. Tarantino did Django Unchained a couple of years ago, kind of as a tribute. This is the first one from 1966. This film is very much like the Man with No Name movies that Sergio Leone did, right around the same time frame. I think those movies started in 64, ended the same year Django came out. So Franco Nero is the title character in the movie, and he is basically, you know, like a silent drifter type, very much like Eastwood's character. He does drag a coffin behind him right as the opening credits are coming on, and this awesome Django song plays, which I love. So Django, like I said, he's a silent drifter type, meets up with prostitute who is being brutally attacked, saves the day with her. He and the prostitute kind of end up in a small desert town, and at that point they come in contact with basically a group of a band of assholes who kind of run the town. The Major Jackson, I think was the character's name. He's kind of like the lead heel in the movie, and it kind of goes from there. You know, Django, the big unveil is the coffin is holding a gigantic Gatling gun, which can take out a whole army of people within, you know, a couple seconds. So, slow build up, much like the Sergio Leone movies, kind of, but it does have, I think that this movie has more of a payoff to it than the Leone films. The music in this is really good. Franco Nero as Django is great. He does a great job in this. Now it is kind of a play off of Eastwood's character. It's kind of similar. But I gotta say, I mean, he just oozes charisma. So I think this was the role that kind of made him. He was only 25 years old at the time of making the movie. This movie's been out numerous times before. I know that there were some legal issues between a couple of companies. I believe it was Arrow and Blue Underground about the rights to this film. So I think the 4K edition was ready for a while, but it just didn't, you know, it had issues that way. Arrow Video, their limited editions are amazing. I always look forward to getting, you know, hopefully getting considered to take a look at these. They are top notch, man. Arrow is possibly my favorite of the boutique labels right now. Just the stuff that they're doing. So if you want to get a taste of some of the stuff that's included in this, we'll go ahead and go through it. I'm sure a lot of people have heard us review the movie before. Briefly though, it is a great movie. If you're a fan of spaghetti westerns, you already know this movie. If you're a fan of westerns and want to look at something a little bit different from another part of the world, high recommendation here if you're a fan of westerns just in general. I opened the box up, which it comes in a good, you know, I keep my plastic on the boxes. It comes with all kinds of goodies, and we'll go through them all here. The box itself, you pull it out, the first thing is the 4K disc, and the transfer on this, beautiful. If you're a fan of this movie, this is a must own. So you have the 4K disc, and you have a Blu-ray, which the Blu-ray has a separate film on it, also from 1966 with Franco Nero, called Texas Adios, which has its own bunch of extras on it. And we'll go through those here in just a second. But they also include all kinds of paper goods. This is promoting, I think, their Italian crime movies or something like that. This is Cum cane arrabbiate, a bocca lava. So you have some double-sided lobby cards here. They're double-sided, all of them. So that's neat. There's the asshole, Major Jackson. There's the prostitute. I can't pronounce her name. And there you go. I think that, just if you need more of a plot, which Westerns don't really, come on, it's a Western. That some guys try to cheat Django out of what is rightfully his. And, he kind of takes matters into his own hands. We'll just say that. And if you want to talk about the contents of this, tons of audio commentaries with film historians. You've got, like I said, on the Blu-ray, Texas Adios is a separate film, actually, they're included as a bonus on this, also from 1966. And it has its own extras on it. Audio commentary with spaghetti Western experts. The sheriff is in town. Another interview with Franco Nero, who is still alive. I think he's like 81 years old. Loaded up with features. I'll just show you guys, and you can freeze frame that in the background if you want to look at everything that's on it. Also, you have a reversible cover. This is the new cover. And we also have a original that's the flip side of this. The original artwork there. Also included, and they include these in all their limited editions that I've seen so far, it is a double-sided poster that is, it feels like an old school poster. It's like a matte finish on these of Django. And closing things out, you get a really classy book that, is about the making of the movie. It's got some great artwork in that, some photos. The D is silent, a legend is born. So, tells you all about the history of the movie and how the movie came to be. And there's literally, I don't even know how many Django movies there are at this point. I know that I had been sent over the years at least 3 or 4 different Django films. From Blue Underground, Synapse. But yeah, Django, the limited edition is still available. It's around $40 to $50. The transfer, really great. This movie has never looked as good. And again, it's a high recommendation. Arrow Video always does a bang-up job with these releases. So if you're a fan of this film, or if you've never seen this film before, this is the way to check it out. So spaghetti westerns and things like that. I know this is a horror channel, and we talk about horror movies a lot, but it's interesting to see because some aspects of this, later on, you would notice from filmmakers like Lucio Fulci and Dario Argento, some of the filming techniques, some of the gratuitous violence and stuff like that. So, it's pushing it a little bit. But if you're at all halfway interested, I would definitely recommend checking this out. So, Arrow Video has this out right now. Go get it. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Again, Arrow's one of my favorites right now in the boutique game. They do a great job, and we appreciate them giving us the opportunity to take a look at this one. So that is it Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was in depth enough for all the hardcores that wanted to check out the contents here. So yeah, Creepy Kentuckian, and we will see you guys next time over at DEADPIT.com. A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows archived, commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/IntoTheDeadPit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.
He's traveling in the deserts and shooting up some shit. Django! He's saving all the bitches so he can suck their tits. Django! Hello, I'm Sonny Landham singing for Elvis and Django.